This is going to sound a bit morbid, but have you ever seen a dead body? I'm sure you've seen one on TV, and for the most of you, I'm sure you would have seen one at a funeral. When you go to a funeral, you would see the deceased lying there in the coffin, looking as if he or she is peacefully asleep. And they almost look like they're still alive, especially if the makeup was done well. But you give the body enough time, and it will start to decay and show signs of what it really is: dead. And that's what James is asking about your faith and mine. Is your faith dead or alive? Is it alive, thriving, vibrant, showing all signs of life and vitality? Or is it dead, cold, and without a pulse? If your faith is dead, it will have no movement, it will have no action, it won't have what we call works arising out of it. And for a moment, it may still seem like it's alive, dormant, asleep, but like that body in the coffin, give it enough time, it will also start to show signs of decay. You see, for just as a human body without the spirit is a dead corpse, so faith without the expression of good works is dead. Faith without works is dead. But then again, how do we know if our faith is alive and well? It will be known in the way we live in response towards God and other people, even in the way we respond to ourselves and the circumstances that we face. How do you respond to God when you hear His word? Is it just in one ear and then out the next? Or do you act according to what He says? How do you treat other people? Do you treat them differently based on their social status, based on their economic background? Or do you help the poor? Do you help the needy, the less fortunate? How do we speak of other people? Do we speak well of them? Or do we trash talk them the moment they leave the room? Do your words give life? Do they build up? Or do your words tear down? Do you tear yourself down with your own words? Or are you the other extreme, always boasting about yourself? What about times when you face pain and suffering? What kind of person does that make you? Do you rise above, or are you crushed by life's challenges? These are just some examples that show whether your faith is alive. And a faith that is alive, it has movement, it has action, it works. But then you may think to yourself, hey, I remember there's a verse that says that we are saved by grace through faith and not by works. And you are right. That's what Paul wrote in his letter to the Ephesian church. So right now, Paul seems to be contradicting James. And if that is the case, the Bible is contradicting itself. Or is it? Now that is one of the tension points that we will be grappling with as together we explore what does it really look like when faith works.